Yo, what's going on? I appreciate you coming back. This is the Execute Regardless podcast. I'm the host, Callum. I'm not going to spend time here giving you all my accolades, telling you why to listen. Right, if you don't know by now, Google it. Right, I'm not going to give you the fucking list of, oh, look how fucking big my dick is and all that shit that most people do. Right, let's get straight to the point. What are we here for? I'm going to tell you today why people think you're fake. And I want to say something. I know you're not fake. I know you're legit. I know you're 100%, right? This is 100% FM. You wouldn't be here if you were fucking fake. I know you can do what you say you can do and that you're competent. But if you clicked on this, it means people aren't listening to you. And everything you want relies on other people. Most people think that this lone wolf bullshit is the way. I'm telling you, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, right? Everything we want relies on other people. It's in the hands of other people buying into our idea, our career, our business, in relationships, whatever it is. What we want, we need other people. And they're never gonna fucking buy into your mission. They're never gonna buy into your mission if they think you're fake. And I know you're not, but I want to talk to you about the reason why they think you're fake. Because if you understand the reason why, then you can come up with a solution. But luckily enough for you, I spent 6.5 years being fake, right? I spent 6.5 years having this problem. So you don't have to go through all that, through the trial and error, through the heartbreak. You don't have to go 6 years pretending to be someone that you're not. You don't have to go 6 years not making money, not having people respect you, not having people fucking slag you off, call you every name under the fucking sun. Have people think that you're talking to the fucking wall, right? Have your personal relationship, fucked up. Almost lose your girlfriend, lose your apartment. You don't have to do none of that. It doesn't have to cost you that, right? That's what I've had. And you want to know what's happened since then? In the last 3 years, I've been able to build a 6-figure marketing consultancy. I've been able to build a second business. And you know what that requires? That requires people listening to you, right? That requires people listening to you. Since then, right? Not only have I been able to do that, but even in terms of my personal life, my relationship has flourished because it all comes down to communication. It all comes down to communication. And right now there's a bit of a communication issue. And I want to tell you what solved it for me, right? So I've already drank my coffee and I have something I want to tell you, by the way, before we jump into this. I'm going to be real with you. I sat here for 25 minutes. Already delivering this fucking episode. And then we replayed the audio and the fucking mic was like dislodged. It was all fucked up. So that's why we're going to get through this to the point. I'm not going to waste time because I have to go to the airport. And I'm not going to waste your time either because that's valuable as fuck. Now, if I can go from having fuck all money, no business clients, people not listening to me, being called every insult you can think of, people thinking I'm a phony, which I was for many years. Eventually I developed competency. I developed the skill. And at that point, they wouldn't listen to me. But I needed them to. And I couldn't. And I went from there to being able to build 2 companies, to being able to build a personal brand, to being invited to write for Forbes. Okay, to have people from 19 countries, right? 19 countries, hundreds of people on all 5 continents want to work with us, right? That's fucking coming from where I was. That's quite a turnaround, right? So if that sounds like something that you want to do, where you can relate to, and you want to figure out why people aren't listening to you, why people think you're fake, why they don't fucking buy into you, well, listen up. I'll tell you why. And the main reason is, if you're anything like me, the reason why people think you're fake is because you're afraid of keeping it real. You think that being yourself is going to cost you. You think that by being unapologetically you, by being rough around the edges, by having a little bit of a disclaimer, a bit of an edge, you think that's going to fuck you up? Let me tell you something. That's going to be your advantage. I'm telling you, you don't need to pretend to be somebody else. You are the product. You are. I'm telling you, I've been where you are. It can be different for you, right? I went from the age of 17 to 23, trying to build a social media trying to build my business on social media, right? Never had success. It was always sporadic, right? I'd make a shit ton of money one month, the next month I'd be fucking broke again, collecting change around the house, wondering how I was gonna fucking fill my car, right? I spent 80,000 euro on courses. I was trying to build a personal brand, right? That was my goal. Did it ever work? No. The information could have been sound, but let me tell you something about that. It's not always the information, it's how you deliver it, okay? And I can tell you this, by pretending to be someone else for years, by being afraid to keep it real, by not being Callum and just fucking living true to the Callum show, by trying to copy others, because that's what I was doing. I wanted to do all this. The problem was I had no money, I had no authority, I had no respect, I had no personal brand, I had no influence. What was I doing? Well, I was copying others. I was conforming to societal bullshit, to societal standards. I was trying to fit in because the entrepreneur space, I hate that word by the way, but it is what it is. The entrepreneur space is very status driven, very ego driven, based on societal norms. You're expected to fit in, and I done all of that. You know, I was looking at Toy Lopez, all these guys. I done everything they said. I was posting 3 times a day. I was really good at the whole fake it till you make it shit. I was really good at that. But you know what the interesting thing? It still didn't fucking work. It still didn't work. And I felt like an imposter. I felt like I was pretending to be somebody else, and I was. And that became exhausting. That was exhausting as fuck. I felt like I was on this treadmill of having to keep up appearances, of having to be someone that I wasn't. And eventually I became drained. But not only drained, it fucking cost me. It cost me a lot. It cost me my relationship. It cost me my livelihood. It cost me my dignity. It cost me my hope. It cost me my hope and my outlook about what was possible in the future. And I was wondering, what the fuck is wrong here? And eventually I got to a low point where I went flying off the back of that treadmill because I couldn't do it any longer. It caught up with me. There's only so long that you can pretend to be somebody else before eventually it catches up to you. And that's what happened with me. I lost my apartment. The business went to shit. I couldn't acquire clients because I couldn't influence anybody. They wouldn't listen to me, right? I was pretending to be someone that I wasn't. Girlfriend was gonna leave me. I was a fucking shell of who I really was, of the kid when I was 16, 17 who set out on this mission with big fucking goals. Right? That kid was long gone, right? And I was chasing goals that, you know, were set by other people. I thought that I had to have an apartment in Dubai. I thought that I had to have a nice car in the garden. When really, it's crazy because when I was at the low point and when Chloe gave me the ultimatum, I had to kill my ego and I had to ask, number one, what did I really want and why was I doing it? And you know what it turns out? I'd spent 6 years pretending to be someone that I wasn't, right? And it turns out half of the shit that I was chasing, I didn't even want. The reasons why I thought I was doing all this, that wasn't even the fucking reason. Everyone's out here saying they want to go to Bali, they want to go to Dubai, you know, flexing, all this bullshit. I'll tell you what I really wanted. I wanted a fucking ranch in Montana. I wanted peace. I wanted my girlfriend. I want kids, right? I want to be fucking, like Toby Keith said, I should have been a cowboy. That was what I really wanted, but I was afraid to fucking lean into that. And it was only after all this posting, copying trends, following others, and eventually getting sick of the fucking person who was staring back at me in the mirror. It was only when I didn't fucking recognize that guy, right? And everything was took away from me that I realized, well, you know what? That didn't work. Now I've got nothing to lose. I have to find a new way because the old way ain't fucking working. Right? You want to know what fucking dawned on me? You want to know the realization I had that changed everything? I realized, right, after spending 6 years conforming to societal expectations, I admitted to myself, and here's the big realization. It's better to admit to yourself and realize that you walked into the wrong room than spend your entire life living in a room that you weren't meant to be in. Right? Write that down. Right? Write that down. It's better to realize and admit to yourself recognize that you walked into the wrong room than spend your entire life in a room that you fucking hate, right? Around people that you hate, that are doing shit that you hate. It's better to admit that you walked into the wrong room, turn the fuck back out, and don't go back in, right? That's what you need to do. But you got to kill your ego, first of all. You got to kill your ego. You got to step into your essence, which is who you really are on this planet. You got to say, you know what? I am a little bit rough around the edges. I am a little bit rough around the edges. I'm not perfect. I have my quirks. I have my fucking flaws. But you know what? That's what sells. That's what sells. It's me. And you got to start living if your name is fucking John, you got to start living the Johnny show. Right? That's what you need to do. And that's what changed it for me. And let me tell you something. About this, by the way. Sorry, I'm just getting a drink. I want to make sure that we stay on point here. That's what you need to do. You need to stop trying to please everybody else, and you need to lean more into you. You are the fucking product. You are the service. You are what sells. You are what people want. Stop pretending to be a level fucking 10 and just admit, you know what, it's okay to be a level 6, because there's people at level 3 that want to get to level 4, 5 or 6, and I'm more than qualified to help them with that. I know how to do that. I don't have to pretend to be a level 10, because that's what I was doing, all right? And you know what happens when you start embracing yourself? You become more relatable. You become more relatable. But one of the bigger byproducts, an even bigger byproduct, is you get more respect, right? You're more relatable. You get more respect. You get more buy-in. You have more influence. People trust you. This is what happened with me. When I told people, I said, hey, you know, I'd walk into businesses and say, hey, you know what? I don't have many clients right now. I know that this thing works. I know that I can generate you more business, right? But I'm not going to ask you for the money up front. I need to build trust with you first. Would you mind if I could prove this to you? If I could show you that this worked? And then off the back of that, then we can work out a compensation package. Does that sound like a good idea to you? Listen, I'm just starting out. You know, I want someone to take a chance. Do you think if you said that, they'd take a chance on you? It's likely they would. Of course they fucking would. Everyone roots for the underdog. Nobody can relate to somebody who's up here. Nobody can relate to that. Nobody roots for that person. They root for the underdog. Right? You got to remember that. And that means being you unapologetically. Right? Rough around the edges. Be bold. Keep it real. Don't give a fuck. Stop getting caught up in this social fucking competition. This is what I done 3 years ago. I killed my ego. I stopped giving a fuck. And I started running the Callum show. And instantly, I couldn't believe it. When this dawned on me, when this hit me, I couldn't believe that I'd spent 6 years being someone else when I was the fucking product all along. Right? That it was okay to be imperfect. Remember this, perfect's never fucking coming. What exists right now exists. Just keep it fucking real. That's all you can do. Authenticity is the fucking highest vibrational level, the highest frequency, right? It's the fucking highest level of 100% FM, being authentic. That's what you need to do, right? In my case, the business started growing. You might not be an entrepreneur, but I'll tell you what happened in my case. Business started growing. People started taking a chance on me. People started listening to me online. Right, I had more influence. I had more pull. Sorry, there's a weird background noise. I don't know what's going on outside. Forgive me if it's coming true on this. Again, even this is an example, right? I could be fake as fuck. I could try to chop all this shit out, cut it up, do whatever. I don't give a fuck. I actually don't care what you think about me, and you shouldn't care what they think about you either, right? You shouldn't care what they think about you, right? So be yourself. I'm telling you, it pays. And a lot of the byproducts from buy-in, support, respect, trust. People trust you more when you're self. And let me tell you something. Everyone has a bullshit radar, right? You have a bullshit radar. I have one. And for years, man, if I'd come around people, I'm telling you, the bullshit radar would be, oh, here's Callum, beep, 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 right? Because I was fucking bullshitting, right? The bullshit radar doesn't go off anymore because I am who I am. And I don't give a shit, right? And you need to do the same. Because as soon as you start getting pinged on that bullshit radar, I'm telling you, nobody's going to buy into your shit. I'm telling you, all right? And you know what the big byproduct of all of this is? Less stress as well, by the way. Like, it's extremely exhausting. I was exhausted. I was tired, right? It cost me everything. I ran out of money. I ran out of energy, right? Trying to keep up appearances, trying to be someone that I wasn't, to fucking please people who didn't give a fuck about me. You know what what's the word? I'm terrible with this. You know what someone text me after this and tell me, you know what it's gonna do my head in. You know what the kicker is? Okay, I can't. You'll not. Someone tell me after what word I was trying to find there. But you know what the funny thing about it all is? The people who you think care, the people who you're not. The people that are stopping you from doing and being yourself. The people that you think give a fuck about you, if you got a bang of a car tomorrow, I'm telling you this, they wouldn't blink twice. If you got a bang of a car tomorrow, the people that you think give a fuck about your life, they wouldn't blink twice. I'm telling you, not unless it's someone in your immediate family, like a brother, sister, or whatever. I'm telling you, the people that you think give a fuck, the reason why you're not doing what you want to do, right, that fear of judgment, those people that you're afraid of judging you, they don't give a fuck about you. All right, so remember that. You got to keep it real as fuck at all times. All right, and remember, you have to admit, this is the main point here, because this is what I realized. It's better to walk into a room and realize that it's the fucking wrong room. Admit to yourself, hey, I'm in the fucking wrong room. You know what? I don't belong here. This ain't what I fucking wanted. Right? Walk back out, then spend your entire life there and be fucking miserable. Right? So, my coffee's fucking gone. Oh man, what time is it? Okay, we're doing good. I'm gonna make it to the airport. Right? So, remember, it's better to walk into... Oh man, I'm losing my fucking train of thought. Anyways, the main point here, to fucking sum this up, you gotta be unapologetically you. Be rough around the edges, right? Don't give a fuck. Who gives a shit? We're all gonna die anyways. That's the beautiful thing about this. None of us make it out alive. Quit pretending to be someone else and be you. I'm telling you. I challenge you. Do it for 30 days. Be yourself unapologetically for 30 days and watch this. Watch the respect you get. Watch the buy-in you get. Watch the support you get. And watch the amount of fucking stress that will leave your life. You will progress. You will accelerate. You will get more traction than ever before just by being yourself and not giving a fuck. Right? So I appreciate you. Also, if you want to save yourself thousands, first of all, if you want to save yourself thousands of euro, plus you want to save yourself years of trial and error, Discover 100 is coming up at the end of the month. We're taking Winners Win. We're taking 100 people in 100 days to 100%. Right? This is a program that people invest thousands into to date. Okay? Our best product we're giving away for free, and I'll tell you why. What's the catch? I'll tell you why. The reason why we're giving it away for free is because our mission is to prove that there's no secret, that you're the variable, that the difference between winning and losing is your ability to execute regardless. And we want to put as many people in a position to win and help them discover what's possible at 100%. And we said, you know what? There's no better way to do that than to give it away for free. Okay, so if you want to save yourself years of research, a lot of trial and error, and you want to fucking discover what's possible at 100%, what to do is email Callum at executeregardless.com or reach out to me on social media. And I want you to just, say Discover 100, I'm down, right? I'm in. Discover 100, count me in, right? We're looking for 100 people. This is a limited time offer, right? This isn't always going to be free. So do not miss out on that. And again, I appreciate the fuck out of you. This is the Execute Regardless podcast. My name is Callum Roach. I am the founder of Winners Win. And yeah, keep it fucking real, guys. Keep it real. I have to go to the airport, so we're going to end this one now. And I will see you guys. What day is we'll see you guys. There's 2 episodes a week. 2 episodes a week. We're going to try to get it up to 3. Right? It is what it is. But I love yous. I leave yous. Appreciate you. Execute regardless. Winners win. And remember, be unapologetically you. Don't give a fuck. And by the way, before I bounce, last one actually, if you're still here, you can do it. You can do it, right? They called me everything. They said all the bullshit, right? I was like the height of people not buying in. So if I can do it, you can, right? I love you. Talk soon.